Good morning, everyone. Today I'm going to be filming a what I eat in a day. I was going to say as a millennial, but I don't know. Am I considered a millennial?
Generation Y or Gen Y. Okay, researchers and popular media typically use the early 1980s as the start and the mid-1990s to early 2000s as the end.
Okay, well, I was born in 1999, so I guess I am just along the cutoff. But mostly I'm going to be doing a full day of eating millennial foods. And this was inspired by this bingo that Ancient Nutrition posted on Instagram. I'll insert a picture of it here. So I can attempt to eat as many millennial foods today as I can. And obviously like Ancient Nutrition is like a healthy brand. And there's like other millennial foods like boba and poke and those like fish tacos. So I'm mostly going to be doing like millennial foods that you see on Instagram, or at least that I see on my Instagram, which if you didn't know, it's Jade. I think millennial food trend number 1 is celery juice, but I don't have a juicer, and honestly celery is basically water, so water. I was hoping it would get like the sound. I like warm water, and maybe warm water will be a thing because people are into like TCM now and like Ayurvedic, you know, okay, that word, medicine, and you're supposed to drink warm water with that because it is more calming on your digestive system. Today is a Saturday, so Rochester has its farmer's market, and it's better to go earlier in the morning than not. I have to return this like really sticky cheese and attempt to exchange it for something else because I just can't handle that cheese. And usually I love like all cheeses except for like soft goat cheeses because those are gross and brie. It's supposed to rain, and if there's one thing I hate, it's having wet sneakers. But going to the farmer's market shouldn't take that long because it's fairly close, and I just have to like do quick stuff. I don't have to like browse and peruse. I have my bottle with me. It's not a hydro flask or a swell bottle. I am back from the farmer's market now. So the first thing I'm gonna have today is an apple, and I don't think apples are very millennial or trendy, but in the definition, it was talking about like 1980s, 1990s people, and at least when I was growing up, everyone was like, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. Did anyone play Webkinz? I used to always take my duck Webkinz to the doctor, and then he would always say something about, or maybe it was like there's like a poster on the wall. Okay guys, so in the spirit of being millennial, ASMR is very trendy, so So now I'm gonna start my day with a matcha latte. Ideally, in a millennial world, I would use Oatly barista blend. Matcha lattes are very millennial.
Everyone starts their day with a matcha latte that they like blended their blender with coconut butter and stuff like that.
I've actually never had an authentic matcha latte, or at least this is the only matcha blend I've ever tried, and it's like sweetened, so it just tastes like very sweet. I feel like I would have to go to a restaurant, another restaurant. This is my frother, and this is the spoon that I got with my frother, and I use the spoon for everything. And I think it's really funny if I like post something on Instagram that like involves the spoon, more people comment about liking the spoon than the actual food. If I was actually very millennial, then I would do like Four Sigmatic or something, but I've actually never ever tried Four Sigmatic products. While I sip on my matcha, I'm gonna start making breakfast, and breakfast is going to be cloud eggs and avocado toast. I've never ever tried cloud eggs before, and I think it's like kind of extra. It's just like fluffy meringue, and meringue doesn't taste like anything. And then avocado toast, because avocado toast and everything bagel seasoning on everything. I feel like I could be the bagel seasoning queen because I put that stuff on everything. Also, I go through like an absurd amount of bagel seasoning every day. If I did the serving size challenge, it would be super sad because the serving size of like bagel seasoning is 1/4 teaspoon. I probably use like 2 tablespoons. And then even more like hard. So I think I have achieved stiff peaks. Spray this just in case. This is this avocado oil spray, which I'm sure is also very millennial, like avocado oil. Ooh, how fluffy. Wow. I'm sure like the next like vegan trend is gonna be making cloud eggs, but like a vegan egg, because you could just like whip up aquafaba. You know, there's like this video, something called like Elsa something something, but everyone started making her vegan fried egg. But I'm saying it, the next vegan trend is going to be cloud eggs, but vegan. Make a like divot for your egg yolk. Oh wait, I forgot to season the egg whites. This tastes like air. That's okay. The bagel seasoning on top will make up for the tastelessness. I'll pop them in the oven for, I want to say 8 minutes. So this is the bread that I use. It's Canyon gluten-free bakehouse, and this is the honey oat flavor. Canyon Bakehouse is my favorite brand of gluten-free bread. I am gluten-free. I don't have celiacs or anything like that. No gluten intolerance because it generally hurts my stomach, and I feel like digestive enzymes don't work, but what does work is like the essential oils. There's like this blend that's called Digestin, and that like helps with like a lot of the bloating and like my stomach hurting. I'm actually very opinionated about this. I feel like it's become a trend for people to be like follow diets, like a gluten-free diet or something like that. And it's probably like not a bad thing, but then also if gluten is fine for you, that's fine.
I feel like there's no reason to cut out gluten as like a trend because other people are doing it. But basically just do what works for your body.
Like, look at that texture. Yeah. I feel like more and more people are like, ooh, I'm just gonna go gluten-free for no reason because apparently like gluten is bad for you. But I feel like gluten is not bad for you unless you are like celiacs or you're actually like intolerant to gluten, because a lot of grains that are healthy for you like barley are not gluten-free. But gluten is not even like, gluten is a protein, and I thought people liked proteins, but I would like to not be gluten-free so I can just like freely eat sourdough, because sourdough is really good. But Canyon Bakehouse is definitely like the best gluten-free bread I've tried so far. Like the taste, the texture is just like all very, very good. And they also have like a lot of variety with the bread. Ooh, it's birdie. Okay. Ideally it would be a little less burnt on the edges, but I like to have crunchy toast. I was hoping to get a good avocado and then I can make an avocado roast, because those were very, very trendy and millennial. One of my biggest pet peeves is watching YouTube videos where they're like using avocado. They just go like this and they like squeeze the avocado like it's a lemon. What? Who does that? Okay, obviously these people do it, but like you're wasting so much avocado. At least I hope they're like scraping the avocado out, because apparently like the avocado flesh that's nearest the skin or like farther away from the seed is the most nutritious. So please don't just like squeeze your avocados. They're not lemons. Nutrients. Oh, they look nice and browned. Oh yeah. I guess we have, I don't know, like a little waterfall. Fun fact about avocado seeds, I did like my entire Ivy art project on avocado seeds. Do you see this texture? It looks like the like spongy stuff people put like for housing problems. So this is the bagel seasoning I was talking about that you can get in the big container. Bagel seasoning. Look how slow it is. I'm pretty sure this is like a slower rate of like, I don't know, expulsion. Is that the right word? Salt Bay the heck out of it. Wow. Now we can go take our photo, as like any millennial person would. Let's see if we can get this little yolk shot. Let's do a little taste test. I feel like this needs more bagel seasoning. Or I should just like taste the pure taste, I guess. But like, look at those layers. It's impressive. Okay. Oh. Can you hear this? I feel like styrofoam. You know when you get packages and they come with those little white puffs that are kind of like, look like puffed corn, but like they provide cushion? This is like eating that. I think I would give it a 6.5. I know that sounds like really bad, but like it's just very laborious to make this cloud egg. I think it's just like visually appealing, which is a lot of like what millennial stuff is about, but if you just like fried the egg or something, then at least the egg white would have some taste rather than being like styrofoam or like packing bubbles. this buoyancy? I don't know, it's just like a weird texture. It's like a cloth. So I just finished, and while I was eating, I was watching this video in Kylie Jenner, Day in the Life on YouTube, because it was trending and it popped up. So
got it. I paired it with these white Chanel sneakers and just little silver hoop earrings, matched buttons, and some rings. And then I got these glasses, they're cute.
oh, okay. Let's not get started on this glasses trend. Like, people who wear their sunglasses, like the flat kind, they're not even like touching your eyeball. So how are you supposed to like get use out of them? How are you supposed to protect your eyes from the sun? Apparently Stormy has a bedroom inside of the office. I feel like that'd be convenient. That's actually like not a bad idea. I'm gonna start making lunch now. Cauliflower gnocchi. This is from Trader Joe's. I'm sure many of you guys, almost everyone knows about it. It's like on the news and everything. So it's just very millennial, I think. Cauliflower is very millennial. Cauliflower is even offering life advice. It's like, if cauliflower can become gnocchi, then you can become anything, you know? So I'm gonna cook a bag of this. And as the sauce, because I'm pretty sure the gnocchi is kind of like infamous for being like weird and like high maintenance with its cooking, I'm going to be making some pesto. I guess like pesto is not like the most millennial thing, but I think my idea here is like variations on pesto are really popular. I have these Parmesan walnuts from Crazy Go Walnuts, and I do make recipes for them every month. I have a discount code if you want to use it. I think it's also just Fit Jade. But these are really good. They have like savory flavors like a rosemary one, and they also have sweet ones like orange walnuts. Very good. They also make walnut butters, so I have this, this is banana walnut butter. My favorite one is the oatmeal cookie walnut butter. Maybe like half a cup of walnuts, a teaspoon. Some essential oils you can use in cooking. So do some of this. Olive oil. Wow, I'm like seriously blanking. I think just like some water. Oh wait, I know. Okay, hold on. I found something even trendier that I can use, or like even more millennial. So I made oxtail soup, and this is like basically bone broth. So I can make like bone broth infused pesto. Shouldn't have added the water, and now I'm sad because it's like sort of thin. I don't know. I just wanted pesto. Apparently it's like given that you're not supposed to follow the instructions on the bag. I actually made my homemade, like my own cauliflower gnocchi, and I have the recipe on my Instagram if you want to check it out. To make them taste better, I'm gonna add some ghee because ghee is also trendy. I finished a bowl of gnocchi and I put everything on a bed of greens because that's popular saying, and vegetables because you probably eat vegetables. And on the side I just have some of this wild brine sauerkraut, and fermented foods are also very millennial, I think, or at least people are like really into hashtag gut health. So does this count as like a Buddha bowl? Some bagel seasoning. Now it's complete, and it's like so much prettier now. Let's try one of these gnocchis. They're actually pretty good, especially when you like fry them in ghee. I think you do want them a little burnt because then that takes over the cauliflower flavor, because I'm pretty sure the first time I tried these, they tasted a lot like cauliflower. I feel like if I was more trendy, I would like use tahini and make like a tahini miso dressing. Let's talk about nutritional yeast. Okay, here's my opinion on nutritional yeast and why I even add to this. I feel like nutritional yeast, it's good if you're a vegan because it like offers you the cheesy flavor, but to like non-vegans, it tastes like nutritional yeast. Also, like all cheese recipes, actually not all of them, some of them like hot for food, they don't include nutritional yeast. I think it's like very fancy because you're making cheesy flavor without using nutritional yeast. But kind of once you add nutritional yeast to something, it tastes like nutritional yeast. It doesn't taste cheesy. You know, does that make sense? Like to vegans, nutritional yeast is like just like the all-around cheese, but for non-vegans, like cheese is just so much more, has so much more like depth of flavor. It's not just like nutritional yeast. That's the most times I've said nutritional yeast in like a minute. Hello, I'm back. It's now 5:15, much darker. I went grocery shopping with my friend at Costco, Aldi, and then we went to this Chinese supermarket, and it just like started pouring while we were inside Costco, and now my feet are like very wet and cold, and I'm cold, and it's just like unideal lighting, looking very yellow. I went to Aldi for the first time. I got a pack of avocados, like mini avocados. I think they were like $4 some applesauce, and tomato in a can, like right there. From the Chinese supermarket, I got like many cool things. I'm excited by it, but I don't know if like you guys think this is exciting. So I got bok choy, which I like, fresh shiitake mushrooms, these kind of eggplants, kabocha, and kabocha is like the best thing ever. It's kind of like a mix between a sweet potato and a pumpkin. It's like a more starchy pumpkin. Chayote? Apparently it's supposed to be like a zucchini. I think this is a Japanese sweet potato. I'm gonna make this for dinner as part of Millennial dinner. I also got a lime. And all of this was like $13. I'm also quite hungry now. I was originally going to make like Levain style cookies because those are pretty fancy and millennial, like everyone who lives in New York, but I don't feel like waiting for a cookie to bake. Instead, I'm going to have like another millennial thing. I think like parfaits are a big thing now, like yogurt parfaits. So I'm just gonna use like this little jar and layer some like yogurt and granola. I think granola is a big thing now. Oh, and I'm also gonna layer CBD cookies. CBD is also very millennial. I think it's very popular now. People take it for like anxiety, for sleep, for stress, I think. These are Super Seed CBD cookies. Super Seed, well, is a brand that I also work with. And they make basically donuts, cookies. They have like a flour blend. Let's see, I can show you. This is like the basic flour that they use for all of their products. And it's made with 7 seeds: flax seeds, sunflower seeds, chia seeds, white chia seeds, hemp seeds, pumpkin seeds, poppy seeds, and everything is organic. They also make donuts and brownies. So these are the blueberry donuts. They're my favorite. They also have maple glazed donuts, chocolate glazed donuts. I have a code as well. This video is full of codes, but I guess like Instagram, that's the result. The granola that I'm gonna use, because this is also the only granola that I have, is this Grandy Oats granola. Chocolate chunk coconolo coconut granola. That's a very long name, but this is pretty good for the crunch factor. So then you have like some crunchy and some soft. It'd be like a nice balance. I feel like usually people make chia puddings or something and make like chia parfaits. I don't like chia seeds. I am especially like whole chia seeds. I have like a need to like bite every single chia seed, but like that's not achievable. Okay, I also really wanted to have some kombucha today because kombucha is like very trendy and millennial as well. But a lot of like millennial things now, they like existed in China a long time ago. Like Western medicine or like Western knowledge just never got to it, but Chinese people have been brewing kombucha for like a very, very long time. The reason I don't have kombucha today, or at least why I'm not drinking kombucha today, is because I'm making my own kombucha. If you're following along on Instagram, currently making my own SCOBY, and I did it by using, well, the bottle's gone now. I had the GT's original kombucha, and basically you can build up a SCOBY from scratch. So this is my SCOBY, baby. You can like sort of see it. It smells, oh, it smells quite vinegary. At least it smells like it's not going bad. I think my biggest fear with making kombucha is that it's going to go bad and like become moldy, and then all these days of waiting will go to waste. Even though I'm not drinking kombucha, like A for effort, okay? Final product. I'll probably take off the cookie and warm it up because, fun fact, the way you see things on Instagram is not actually how people eat it. Because how are you supposed to get to the granola if there's a cookie on top? I realized I might as well add some of this collagen. Collagen is very millennial. So this is just the green one because I found it at TJ Maxx Home Goods. You should really check your TJ Maxx and Home Goods to find like really yuppie brand stuff for cheaper. Like originally this was $48 and I got it for $20. I mostly take this for the collagen. I think this one, it comes from fish, but it doesn't taste very good because there's wheatgrass and kale. Checking off the collagen. Maybe I can check off like green juice or something like that. But green juice is like, why? Please don't drink green juices. I mean, you can drink them, but like, don't rely on green juices to like detoxify your body because that's why you have a liver. Clearly, I am sort of opinionated about millennial trends. They probably aren't like the biggest millennial trends. I'm more about talking about like Instagram health community trends. So, it's happening. I'm going to try the Beyond Meat burgers. This is like my first time trying probably any kind of mock meat. I just never found the need to eat a mock meat like beefless crumbles and like baked chicken. The plan is to serve the Beyond beef patty with sweet potato toast. Is a big thing. I don't really understand sweet potato toast. I think sweet potato toast is just like sweet potato with toppings. It's not toast. like toast involves like crunchy bread, like this. Usually sweet potato toast, you cut it this way, but if I cut it this way, I can make like little burger rounds because I also just don't have burger buns. I think the diameter is not really gonna match up here. That's fine.
Ooh, it smells like... What? I can't tell what it smells like. It definitely doesn't smell like meat, but it smells like spices. Or like it almost smells sweet. I'm so confused. It kind of smells like a raw breakfast sausage. That's very specific, but I was eating this turkey sausage sample at Costco today. I guess I ate samples at Costco. I don't know if it's Millennial flavor. It's like sort of sweet. It's like
A hefty little patty. It's kind of cute. Here we go. It kind of smells like popcorn as it's cooking. Here's the patty. This side looks fairly nice, but the other side, look at the inside. Okay, the inside is very pink. Is that normal? I don't know if you can see this, but there's like little folds. It looks like a sponge on the inside. It tastes like a vegetable patty that's burnt. Definitely does not taste like beef. I think the most thing that makes it taste like beef is the fact that it's burnt. So it reminds me of like barbecues where you have to eat like burgers and they're just very burnt and charcoal-y. Look at that crispiness. Decided to also cook up some mushrooms because since I'm having a vegan burger, I figured like mushrooms would be like mushroom bacon, that kind of thing. I might add that the mushrooms will add like umami flavor and I can use this umami seasoning. Trader Joe's is honestly winning in this video with like the millennial foods. Coconut aminos. I think that's also quite millennial as like a replacement for soy sauce. We have our little burger. This looks nice. And our side condiment patty.
try the burger first. That is so weird.
It kind of reminds me of coral. It just looks like a sponge. It's like a spongy coral. Fairly oily, but the crispiness is nice. Yeah, actually tastes pretty good. Let's try mushroom. Those are good. Moistened paper that are forming like folds of paper. Some did this in the like bagel seasoning just for fun. It almost smells like metallic, but not like in a bad way. Oh, okay. Think of flakes, potato flakes maybe, like nutritional yeast flakes that have been moistened. That's like exactly the texture of this, because you know, or maybe you don't know, but like normal ground beef, if it's like compacted into a burger, it's kind of like little balls of the meat, but this is more like little flakes of meat that are like soft. If you have like a sunburn and then your skin starts to peel, it's like that edge where your skin is peeling, but like a lot of it. That is like a terrible analogy, but I hope you get the point. Something that it reminds me of, there's this like food that in China, cauliflower or something like that. I'll put a picture of it up, but I think it's like pure wheat gluten. But it's like this like chewy sponge, and that's what this reminds me of, but like more compact. While I was washing the dishes, I cut my finger with a knife. Maybe it's making up for like the lack of iron in the veggie meat. Anyways, so I'm about to have my last meal today, and I'm going to have my usual bowl cake, and I guess I'm just like making excuses for things that I usually eat because I just really wanted to eat my bowl cake. Bowl cakes are fairly millennial because when I was younger, making things like making a cake in a bowl, like a single serving like mug cake was a big thing. I top it with the almond butter, the blueberry almond butter, and the just pure smooth almond butter, which is considered a millennial food, so almond butter ×2. This bowl cake will round out today's full day of millennial eating. There's definitely probably some things that I could have done better or are more millennial. If there are millennial foods that you think I missed out on, you can comment them below. Maybe I'll make another millennial food video, or you could film a millennial food video and you could all just be millennials together. I hope you enjoyed the video. I do want to film more challenge videos, so if there are challenge video ideas that you would like to see, let me know in the comments as well. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!